नमस्कार दोस्तों, वेलकम टू channel Toxicology on Board. So unlike in every video which will discuss about one toxicology question and the explanation, in this video rather than discussing about any question, we will discuss about a DABT exam 2025 application process, exam date, and there is an upcoming webinar which is going to take place on April 23rd. It's a free webinar which is organized by the ABT uh, ABT only. One of the around four speakers are there in that. One of the one of the speaker is ABT board member only. So I am not aware in the past if they have conducted such webinars. They do release certain newsletters or certain like yearly meeting updates. They will post it on their website. So I'm not aware if they have conducted such webinar in the past. So it's a very good opportunity for those people who are appearing for the exam or those who are about to appear in next 1 or 2 years also, since it is directly coming out of the mouth of the ABT board member. So their agenda, if you see, I kept the first page, the meeting agenda, as well as the important point that they are going to discuss in the webinar, so you'll understand. So one of the major thing what they are going to discuss is about the ABT brochure also. Okay, so in this video we'll try to go through one major important details which were discussed or given listed in the ABT brochure 2025. So by this time those who are appearing for the exam, they might have already gone through the brochure which is 2025 year. Maybe February or March they might have released this brochure. Okay, so let's directly go into what are the important sections under this brochure we will see. So first one is, this is the candidate handbook 2025, which is available on their website. Okay, important sections which are discussed under this handbook we'll see about ABT, which was started in 17th April 1979. Okay, the exam first initiated, or the idea of conducting such an exam or certification, it was in 1979. Next three sections they will discuss about benefit to the toxicologist, benefit to the employers, benefit to the society. So how such certifications are useful to the society, to the individual toxicology scientist, and the persons, whatever the industry, it might be pharmaceutical industry, cosmetic industry, how the recruiters, the employers who are hiring such certified toxicology, how it is going to help in the increasing the quality of the toxicology work which they do, right? And what are the benefit to the society? Ultimately, the whatever we do as a scientist, no, it should benefit to the society. And society just not includes human beings, also it includes the plants, animals, as well as ecosystem so if you look into toxicology, no, we have various disciplines are there. One of the discipline is ecotoxicology, also one of the discipline is environmental toxicology, one of the discipline is your occupational toxicology only also. So like that, so there will be whatever the certification certified toxicology, how they are going to benefit to the society, how they are going to increase the lifestyle of other human beings or animals, that that will be discussed in this particular section. Then you have contact address. ABT has some contact address as well as email ID to which you have to send your certificates. Okay, news your experience letters, all those things. Okay, then exam fee deadlines, education requirements, experience requirements. These sections we have separate tables also in the brochure. Also there are tables given. Okay, then eligibility period, application deadline and fee, the details about the important dates throughout the year till you appear for the exam, and after that also when the exam results will be released, all those dates are also very clearly given in the brochure. We'll see in next subsequent slides. And eligibility extensions, so very important thing, they have given this one flow chart they have given about certification process. So we'll see first what is there in this flow chart. Determination if you meet the eligibility requirement, so they have certain criterias, like if you are a B.Pharm degree, or if you are a postgraduate or master's degree, if you are a veterinary toxicologist, or doctorate in sorry veterinary doctorate in veterinary medicine, or you have a PhD in pharmacology or toxicology in another, in any other discipline, how different type of education qualification, the number of years of experience, there is a separate table is there that we'll see in next slide. And so they will decide, determine if you meet the eligibility requirements or not. Next, submit the online application and fee by April 30. Since you can see this is the month April, so important thing is that by April 30 you have to submit the online application. Okay. So ABT has their website where you will give your all your details, work experience, education certificates, all the supporting documents also you need to submit the online to the in their portal, that is in the ABT website. Then arrange for necessary documentation of education and experience to be received by ABT office by May 31st. So May 31st is the deadline by which you have to submit all your documentation, education documentation, your work experience documentation. All these things should reach the ABT office to their contact address by May 31st. Next, received decision regarding eligibility. Once the documents are reached to the ABT office, they have a panel. They will discuss. They will go through your application and they'll check whether you are eligible to appear for the exam or not. So this exam, no, it is the application process is taking place in two steps. One is applying for the registration. Second one is applying for the exam. So still now we are only talking about registering yourself for the for appearing for the exam. Pay the exam fee by August 31st. So the August 31st is the deadline. Generally in October the exam will be there by 31st. Once you are they decided that yes, you are your documentation, your experience certification, your education qualification is perfect, then they will send you another letter that you are eligible to write the exam. So then you have to by August 31st you have to pay certain amount will be there. That amount also will is very clearly given in the brochure, as well as I will show you in the next slide. And also important, once you get registered you have 3 years of eligibility. You can appear the exam for 3 years, okay, by paying that examination fee of any year of eligibility that you wish to take the exam. For example, you have registered in the year 2024 but you want to write the exam in 2025, you can pay the fees. Even though you are registered in 2024, you can write the exam in 2025, okay, by paying the examination fee. This is a second part. Then register for exam location on vendor website. See, previously the exams were physical examination, so now everything is online. So I have appeared the exam through Pearson View, that is their portal is there, where you can select the center where you want to apply for the appear for the exam. So register for examination location on vendor website, then take the exam, right? Then receive notification of exam results and information on recertification if applicable. Okay, so you will get the results. But if you are passed or they don't I as far as I know, they do not reveal any score. Okay, they just give you whether you have passed the exam or not. New deployments receive digital batch by March. So by the by the month of March, you will receive a batch. Batch ka bhi I have put a photo in the next subsequent slide. You can see should begin tracking recertification activities. Once you are registered for the exam, it doesn't mean your you will be uh, you have to still continue the process of learning for the next recertification thing. So let's see next slide. So these are the important requirements or important dates. Okay, we have online application completed by April 30, as I said. By April 30th you also have to pay application fee due. This is the 325 US dollars it is. Okay, then confirmation of degree, transcript and certificates received by ABT office from the institution. But I have sent it by myself and not from the institution. Probably I might have requested my institution, but I have sent two copies of certificate. So what is true copy also? This is nothing but if from the government or what is attested copy should be there from the notified what is advocate, you can say like that. So by May 31st that degree should reach the ABT office. Okay, then confirmation of professional work experience, supervisor letters, two supervisor letters. Generally they prefer DABT certified toxicologist. In my case I didn't have, so it can be sent by your current supervisors also. They have to send directly these letters to the ABT officer. Received by the ABT, sent directly from the supervisor via email or post. Okay, it has to be supervisor has to directly write the mail to the ABT office, not you. That the deadline is also May 31st. Application withdrawal deadline for in case you have registered in 2024 and you do not, because of some personal reasons or health reasons, you are unable to appear for the exam in the 2024, and you or else you feel that you are not prepared enough to appear for the exam in that year, you can appear for the exam in 2025. 25 also. Okay, so last minute also you can withdraw, and refund $300 refund will also takes place. That deadline they are given as June 3rd. Exam fee due from eligible candidates. So once you have decided that you will appear for the exam for this year, you have to pay 400 US dollars. That deadline is August 31st. Generally, the exam is on, as far as I remember, it will be in October. Okay, supporting documents received after May 31st deadline will not be considered, and the certificate and the candidate will be found ineligible based on incomplete application. There are no exception to this policy and no opportunity to appeal. So see, you have to understand every examination board will have certain rules and regulations. So these are their rules. Okay. Okay, that's important slide. Next, we will see in the brochure only. All these things are taken from the brochure only. You can go back and check. The following is a quick summary of combination of degree and work experience necessary and the documentation required pertaining to the verification of the degree. Okay, so degree as by June 30, 2025. If you are a bachelor degrees, then number of years of professional experience should be 10 years. 10 years full time or part-time position equivalent. Okay, as of June 30 in the year of application. Okay, if you are applying for this year, then by as of June 30, 10 years of professional experience you should have in toxicology domain. Okay, and the documentation required to confirm your degree, transcript of bachelor degree sent directly from the institution. So in my case, as I said, it was not sent by the institution. I myself have sent them two certified copies, but this is what it states in the brochure. I feel that is more applicable to the US related colleges. Let's see how it depends on candidate. If anybody knows anything, they can comment or guide the juniors. Definitely the budding toxicologist. The next, if a person is having master's degree, he has to have 7 years of full time or part time position equivalent. Post-bachelor experience work between bachelor and masters can be counted. So this is also one good thing is given. Even between bachelor and master degree, if you are working also, that experience also counts. If only using post-master degrees experience, then only transcript of master degree sent directly from the institute. So normal bachelor degree certificate transcripts are not. If using post-bachelor experience, then both masters and bachelor degree transcripts are necessary. So when you're applying, check yourself you fall into which particular type of category. Then doctorate, 3 years of full time or part time position equal. So those who are having PhD degree or veterinary toxicologist, those people can have 3 years of full time experience or part time. Transcript of doctorate degree sent directly from the institution. So these are the application fee and deadlines. April 30 application fee 325 US dollars, and August 31st is the examination fee deadline, 400 US dollars. So next we will see, next slide we will see other important sections which are given in the brochure. See, brochure itself is around 30 plus pages, 33 pages it is there. So these are all sections very clearly given in the brochure. Documentation required with online application full CV. So here, unlike a short form of CV, instead of a short form of CV, it is they prefer that the CV should contain a detailed CV. If you say that I have conducted this type of 28-day toxicology study as a study director, they expect you number like you have conducted these many 10, 15, 20. That would put a weightage to your CV. Those are the things which are given suggestions in the brochure. Also there is a section how the CV or how do you have to write your work experience, that is very clearly given with examples, few examples. Just don't mention I have done this, I have done this. Explain in detail what type of involvement was there. Okay, there are some things just monitoring the data, collecting the data, those things will not be considered as a work experience in toxicology, they say. You have to in detail you have to explain. Interpretation of data is also important, where you use the data even if it is been conducted by the studies have been conducted by some other toxicologist. You use and interpret and make a meaningful value of that particular data which can be used for regulatory submission. So like that you have to give detailed explanation in your CV. Okay, suggestions are given. So go through where what type of work which because toxicology again is a wide industry. Some people might be working in generating the data as a study director or veterinary pathologist or histotechnician, like that. Some people might be doing risk assessment, some people might be occupational toxicologist, some people might be ecotoxicologist also, some people may be in product stewardship or EHS. So everybody can't work in the same domain. So like that, it is better to explain what type of work you're doing. Okay. The next is documentation required outside of online application, true copy. As I said, I have sent my certificates as a attested copy. Then verification of academic education. Yes, once you submit your certificates, I think they will do. They have a board, they will check outside of United States and what are the things they have to do that they have given. Verification of work experience, supervisor letters. As I said, it has to be sent directly from your supervisor to the ABT office through mail. Next, statement of understanding, that has to be done between ABT as well as the candidate. Means all your information, all your certificates will be with the ABT office only. The application and disability, how such some special provisions which are given to such candidates while writing the exam or appearing the exam. Application withdrawal and refunds, we have seen if in case we decided not to appear the exam this year, so what are the refund amount, what are the dates are there, application processing. So whatever the updates are there about your application, that will be constantly uploaded in the website. Okay, in the ABT website, candidate will have its own login, the details will be there once you are registered in their portal. So there all the details will be given. What is your status of your application, status of the submitted documentation, confidentiality, determination of eligibility and notification, ineligibility and appeal process in case whatever the documents which you have submitted, they are not well enough to explain your experience, they might request for additional documentation. So those takes place. Then important thing what in this brochure is about preparing for the exam. So they have given you very detailedly syllabus, they have given you guideline references, they have given you what are the textbooks you have to prepare for the exam, they have given you. I'm saying 10 to 10 pages, so they have discussed only about the topics in detail. And around two and a half 2 to 3 pages, they have discussed only about the guidelines and textbooks where we which you have to follow to prepare for the exam. So I'm saying I have not I have appeared the exam in 23, but right from 1918 every year I download the handbook. Handbook will always be with me, that hard copy will be there with me whenever I am working on a certain task. I just see that whether this particular task, this type of work is involved in the in the broach, in the manual or in the handbook or not, because that gives me a confidence. I can learn whatever the background is there regarding that topic, that will be always retained in my mind. So preparation should not be like only in the year appearing the exam, it should be before only. Okay. The next is, so what are the tips which are given in the brochure, in the handbook, for preparing for the exam? Review content outlined in this manual. Get advice from the previous candidates. They always suggest, always ask your seniors. Form a study group. So there are many number of study groups are available in the LinkedIn. Earlier there used to be other social website like Twitter, where they used to be separate study groups used to be there. Discord server, in that also some study groups are there. Then WhatsApp groups might also be there. Allow time to prepare. Yes, discipline is very very important when preparing for such an exam which is having such huge enormous data. And study list, you have to make a list of, or you can prepare some notes or flashcards where you can remember. The quick revision is important. See, you might read so much of content is there, but how much you retain in your brain, how much you able to recollect while appearing in the exam, when you once you see the question, you should able to remember. Okay, this is the thing, this is the thing, bulke. Just a mere reading and everything not retained in your brain will not help you in the exam. Execution is also important, integration of this information is also very important. That another important thing what I have observed in this competitive exam also, any competitive exam, if you look at it, only one topic related to one chapter, no examiner will ask. That old system of asking questions is no longer there, particularly in the case of aptitude exams. No, if there is, for example, if there is mercury is there on the, when the question when they frame a question on certain thing, certain topic, no, they try to relate as much information as the in that either in the form of options or in the form of question. For example, if they ask about mercury, will ask about the symptoms also, they will include in antidote also, they will include some guideline also in that, some chapter also, occupational also, they will link in some historical incident also in that, so they will form a case like question will be there. Okay, so don't, when you read a certain topic, just don't leave the topic over. If similar uh, thing you come across in another chapter, try to integrate that one. So in this way you will be able to understand the question also. See, another important thing is timing also. When you're appearing for such an aptitude exams, no, timing is also important. Everybody will run, but who runs faster is also important. So you will have that much time only. If you're able to crack the question at the end of the exam, you still have some time, you can go back and revise the questions also. So like that, this timing is very very, there may be certain questions which might take longer time when compared to direct questions. Now you should be able to answer it, okay, by just looking at the question. You cannot spend your time, unnecessary time, on simple question. Definitely there will be tricky questions will be there where more time, or some calculation type of questions will be there where you might require more time. So simple questions should be able to answer in a faster way, that will save your time. And tricky or more challenging questions will be there, no, there definitely you have to spend some time. So these are some exam tips, probably I'll be talking whenever I can come across. And so let's very quickly go through what are the books they have mentioned in this one. Clayson they have mentioned, okay, ninth edition. So coming to Clayson also, Clayson around 1500 or 1600 pages textbook is there. This is the ninth edition, okay. And Clayson, I believe there is another short version of Clayson is also there, 600 to 700 pages, it might be there. You, some people who are appearing the exam this year, they can go for short version, I think, because you don't have enough time. But those who are preparing for the exam, appearing for the exam next 1 or 2 year, you read Clayson in detail. Those who are voracious readers, they should read definitely ninth edition completely, 1600 pages. But if you don't if you think you don't have enough time, go for short version. There will be some CD summary or a cassette doll summary, will be the 50 or 100 pages will be there. So try to uh, uh, read those books, because retaining of information in the brain is also important. And taking time out of your busy schedule, since when you are already working, or you are already married, and you're already not having enough time to prepare, to take time out and prepare for the exam, it becomes difficult. So in such cases, shorter books might be much more useful, I believe. Next, Hayes Principles of Toxicology, they have mentioned 6th and 7th edition. Frankly speaking, I myself have also not read Hayes in detail, but read it. Another book they have recommended for toxicology risk assessment for beginners. Then Goodman Gilman is there for pharmacology book. And they have mentioned ICH, VICH guidelines for pharmaceuticals, very important. ICH safety guidelines, S1, 2, 3, 4 are there, S9, those guidelines. And ICH Q3 impurities, they are saying Q3A, Q3B, Q3C, Q3D, Q3E is also there, which is in the draft stage for extractable and leachables. And multidisciplinary M3 non-clinical trials के लिए for IND or END submissions, M4 M7 for genotoxic impurities. So these guidelines, go to, they have given the link also, go there, download these guidelines, make a copy of these hard copies also with you, so that you can read, right? Application with these guidelines, they will definitely ask, if you see M3 or M3 guideline like that, they'll say, so and so pharmaceutical is there, and they want to develop so and so route, or so and so treatment duration is there clinically. So what are the toxicology studies are needed to submit to the FDA for AND, for NDA or IND submission? This type of case studies examples they will be asking you. Okay, I was asked about ISH S5 or S6 biotechnology derived guideline, or reproductive study guideline. Some question was there. The next, OECD guidelines for testing of chemicals. So OECD guidelines have four sections are there. So section 4 and section 2. Section 4 is health, human health effects, and section 2 is effect on biotic systems. So many series of 400 guideline series is starting, but they have specifically mentioned few guidelines: 408, 413, 414, 420, 432, 437, 438, 442, 443, 471, 92, and 97. I would request, open this link, download these guidelines, make a copy of this, keep it with you for the preparation. Okay, they will ask 408 maybe, which is 90-day repeat dose toxicology study, I guess. They will definitely ask few questions with respect to how many species need to be conducted, or how many recovery group animals. Such kind of application of these guidelines they will definitely ask. Coming to biotic system section 2, this is related to ecotoxicology. So important, many guidelines are numbers are there in that also, but they are specifically mentioned 202, 203 as well as 207. And we have US FDA guidance for industry. In that, many things they have mentioned. Important thing, all are important only. Non-clinical studies for safety evaluation for pharmaceutical excipients. So this is important. GRAS for FAQ for GRAS they are asking. Then another thing is for food ingredients के लिए toxicology principle for safety assessment of food ingredients, red book. Okay, so there are various books are there in the pharmaceutical, or you can say industry. Red book, green book, orange book, purple book. So each book has some significance. If possible, I'll try to make a video on only on these books only. So you also make a note, make notes which book, what purpose, and what is the usable. Okay. Estimation of maximum safe starting dose in initial clinical trials for therapeutics in adult healthy volunteers. Very important. Those people who are working in pharmaceutical industry, and those who are in R&D, definitely for the first in human trials, this MHRD or HD calculations is very very important. Then safety testing of drug metabolites. Yes, metabolites are also important. The next carcinogen study protocol submission guideline is there. Then US EPA human health and ecological risk assessment. As you see, risk assessment is also important topic in their syllabus. So they have few guidelines on this. One is risk assessment for guidance for superfund, RAGS, very important. Superfund, CRCLS, CERCLA is there. So US they have separate fund for taking if there is any damage in the soil, water. So those areas to protect those water bodies or soil bodies, they have certain funding is there. Super fund it is called, or surplus here CLA is there, where they do waste management they will be doing. So this is also, there are many case examples are there. So with that you have to definitely read this one. Then guidance for carcinogen risk assessment, guidance for applying quantitative data to develop data derived extrapolation factors. Coming to risk assessment, very important, safety application of safety factors, whatever synonym you name, modify factor or uncertainty factor, correction factor, cumulative assessment factor. Here they are saying data derived extrapolation factor. These factors are also important. Strategic decision need to be taken by the risk assessment toxicologist to derive the numbers up to 1 to 10. What numbers has to be given based on the type and severity of the toxicity. So this is very important. Interspecies and intraspecies factor, correction factor. Then NRC, National Research Council publications are there. So few of the articles which are done by NRC publications only important. Important thing here, they have also, I also keep coming across this article, toxicity testing in 21st century, a vision and strategy. Many as a cross reference they quote this article. So keep these articles, download these articles, keep it with you. NRC publications they are saying, right? So this was the thing. Some more sections are there in the brochure. Exam schedule administration, Pearson view, as I said. This is the portal through which you can register for the select your site to appear for the exam. Online center. Then examination pattern, 160 questions, 4 hours exam, 140 hours code and 20 hour pre-test. Examination fee and payment details, examination registration. About passing score, as I said, they don't reveal any score, but they say that you have passed the exam or not. Notification of the exam results, DABT recognition, the use of DABT designation, retaking the exam, digital batch by March you can utilize that batch. It will then length of the certification 5 years. And for each certification, for example, you're certified till 2030. If you for example, in the year 2029 only you have to start appearing for the recertificate, whatever the process that need to be done. Then only you can use your certificate DABT batch for the next year. Okay, it's not that after 30 you apply for recertification. 1 year before only you have to apply for, you should start applying for the exam. What are the processes needed for recertification exam that you have to take. Frequently asked question around 12 to 14 questions are there free, common questions which are asked by the applicator. So they are discussed in the brochure. Overview of ABT exam content outline. Till now, whatever we have discussed about the books, guidelines, papers, publications, so in more detail in this 10 pages, it is more in detail, topic wise, it is very clearly given. So that's why I say keep the handbook at your end if you're and always check whether I have completed this topic. This topic you can click, you can make a note that okay, I have read this one. Okay. So as I said in the beginning of the video only, there will be a webinar which is on April 23. Okay. Uh, and the main thing, the topic is navigating ABT certification and recertification, your guide to success. Okay. Indian timing, I think it is around 11 p.m. I guess, as far as I remember when I added to my calendar. And what you will learn in this webinar, they have very clearly given eligibility and application process, exam preparation and strategies, recertification guidance. Okay. And if you look at the speakers also, see, these are board member, former NCAC president, and other also are NCAC members only. So this is a free webinar. Better you register yourself. This is the link, and it always will be there in the LinkedIn also. Next, this is the overview of exam and the content outline. If you see, they have given more preference to conduct of toxicology studies. 36 percentage marks it is here only. Total A, design, execute and interpret. Whatever the 50 questions which I'm giving sample questions in my videos, I keep saying ABT quiz, ABT quiz. This is from this only, section 1 only. Two is mechanistic toxicology. As I said, toxicology different types, and the descriptive is there, computational toxicology, many mechanistic toxicology, 13 marks it is there. Risk assessment, A to 4. These are the major four important steps in the case of risk hazard identification, exposure assessment, dose response assessment, risk characterization management, 38 marks. So you can see how much weightage. If you are ready with section A as well as section 1, 36 and 38, so major part of the syllabus you will be covering. Next one is applied toxicology, which is around 13. So percentage of exam total is 100. So you read this one. Basically it states that all these topics will what do you say, they interrelated. They say the exam questions are designed to test the knowledge needed to perform the exam. Overlap exists, they say. See, it's not like one topic is related to one section only. There will be overlapping takes place, that they say. And as far as I remember, I have seen this one in the case of in one of their winter letter they will be releasing, no, in that they have said that there used to be previously one app used to be, okay, there is a practice app which was discontinued in 2018. So some of the previous members might have these questions also. I will also try to search for these questions. If possible, I will definitely upload them in my videos. Okay. Practicing app was there, but now there is no app also, right? Maybe in the webinar this time probably they might say some good news to prepare, how to prepare for the exam. They might say some kind of tips might be there for the upcoming students. Okay. Then this is what given in their mixer meeting, March 17, 2025. So this is the list they have given. Key total how many diplomats are there currently by the year 2025. How many you can check in India, how many are there, right? Then this is the whole 79. They started the exam, like they thought of the idea of conducting exams of since 1980 till 2024. Who are there's a number of candidates who are certified as toxicology, DABT toxicology they are given. So in the 2024, you can check the number. And this is the digital badge which they issue to the each candidate. Okay. And so these are some of the references which I have come across. So these references, these articles, they say the importance of certification, whether it is ABT or some other country like ERT certification is there, ACT is there, American College of Toxicology something is there, ACT is there, FACT is there, FATS or something are there. There are many other toxicology certifications are also there, which are very useful for the regulatory point of view and the industry point of view. So how these toxicology certificates will add value to your professional career, how they give you better compensation when compared to other peer toxicologist. Okay, how they will be useful for you to in your day to day life, work life also. So those benefits are discussed in this particular articles also. You can go through, download them, you can understand. This will motivate you definitely. Okay. The next the important thing is that see as you can see, number of toxicologists are qualified toxicologists are less, so which shows that the demand in the industry for these type of certified toxicologist also don't get I mean to say see uh, the eligibility career criteria is a bit lengthy, like even if you are a B Farm graduate, 10 years of experience, work experience. If you are a master's, also 7 years of experience. As I said, no, by the time, for example, a graduate, by 24, you attain your degree. So another 7 years you have to wait, like 31, 32 only you can appear. By the time 31, 32, your mind not will be in a state to go back to basics, read the books. Your mind will be not in that state to prepare for the exam. It is bit challenging. Probably that is the reason we have few number of toxicologists, certified toxicologists. But yet, uh, but yet I would say that see, certifications are very important, but the process of attaining the certification by means reading, gaining the knowledge, it should be constant. Okay, even after getting the certificate, before also, like I mean to say, prepare, start training your brain from the 2 years, 3 years before only. I mean to say, so that you will be having ample time rather than last minute preparation. I would say, if you're appearing for exam in certain year, start preparing for the exam 1 2 year 2 3 3 years before only, so you will not feel, because you are by the age of 32 33, you will be already over occupied with other type of thing. You will not be able to take time to prepare for the exam. That is what I would say. Anyways, video is becoming lengthy. Make sure you attend that webinar. Definitely, if they upload some PPT or some important notes about the meetings, everything, I will try to put it in the either in the LinkedIn or through these videos. Okay, those are, because the problem is for the Indians, I guess that it is 11 p.m. That is on Wednesday. It is okay. So let's see how many people can attend. I am also not sure if they have a recording of this webinar, then it will be more useful. People can attend even after not on 23, but some other day also they can go through the webinar. So register yourself. Okay. See if possible. Try to attend that 11 p.m. Okay. Thank you so much. Once again, be curious. For any questions, please comment and write a mail to arya.priyanka18@gmail.com. Like, subscribe, and follow my YouTube channel, Toxicology on Board. Thank you so much. All the best for your exam.